First of all, I'd like to thank our fans for attending our draft party at Real Sports, and all the wonderful people in Philadelphia Flyers. Toronto is proud and happy to select from Modo, Sweden, William Nylander.
If the name sounds familiar, it should. This is the son of Michael Nylander, who you see there hugging his son, who was a terrific offensive player in the National Hockey League for a long time. And so our first player from Europe, from a European team draft, we saw Draisaitl was a European playing in North America get picked.
Well, William Nylander was born in Calgary, played hockey throughout North America growing up. But here's the thing with William Nylander. Celebrate him for what he is. He's an unbelievable creative player. He's got confidence that belies his size and his age. And he's got the chops to pull it off. He doesn't shy away from anything. He'll try one play that may not work. He'll come right back and try it again. Great quickness. Great explosiveness. If you're playing with him, though, he's not just a shooter. You better be ready to get the puck, because he sees things most players don't.
Yeah, I had the privilege of coaching his father, and his father had the same kind of skills. His father had eyes all around his head, and there you see Michael Nylander, who actually played with his son a little bit with Rogel and shit. But the one thing I'll tell you about Michael Nylander, and I think it's transcended to the son, unbelievable self-confidence. And that's one thing this player has, amazing self-confidence.
One scout told me he's the most skilled player available in the draft. He can embarrass you with his skill level. But the question is he prepared to play a team game? He's played such an individual game. He wasn't really a prime consideration for the Swedes at the World Junior Championship, because a lot of the kids that play alongside him, they have a tough time reading off of him because he holds onto the puck so much. But there's no questioning the skill or the ability to put the puck in the net. One scout said he's the anti-Swede. In Sweden, where there's almost an undisputed rule where everybody in the ice has to touch the puck once before it goes in the net, socialism at its finest, William Nylander's like, I might be the best option here. I'm just going to take it and do it myself.
His father was the same way. He come by it on it.
He said my dad was a great playmaker, but I'm a shooter. I like to shoot my dad did.
He can shoot it, Gord.
His dad played for 6 NHL teams, and now his son has been drafted. By the way,
They played together.
yeah.
This year.
Yeah, for Rogel.
Michael's only 41 years of age, so still looking good. And so William Nylander is selected 8th overall by Toronto. James?
All right, thank you very much, Gord. Well, born in Canada and now coming back to begin his professional hockey career in Canada. What does it mean to you to be drafted by a team in a country where hockey matters so much?
No, it's going to be really fun. Try to take a spot on the team. I think it was nerve-wracking sitting up there during the last 8 picks, so it was fun being picked.
You love Patrick Kane. I know you tweeted about him during the playoffs. I think the hashtag was unreal. Is his the type of game you hope to bring to the NHL?
He's that type of player that I really like a lot. It's hard to play exactly like him. He's an amazing player, so he's a player that I really like.
I want you guys to stand by for 1 second. We'll get back to William and Dave Nonis, but Gord Miller, you have a trade for us.
We do. It's a pretty big one. The Pittsburgh Penguins have traded James Neal to the National Predators. We're waiting to see what's involved in the deal. National schedule to pick at number 11. Well, Pittsburgh has the 22nd overall pick in the draft. You'd have to think that the first-round pick is involved. But right now, no details, Bob.
I don't know what the details are, but we do know that James Neal is a member of the National Predators. Jim Rutherford trying to free up some salary cap space on the Pittsburgh Penguins to give himself some maneuverability. And this is the beginning of the makeover of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Obviously, Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin will continue to be the core there. But David Boyle and the National Predators desperately need goal-scoring ability. And the Pittsburgh Penguins are looking for flexibility and cap space.
Let's go back to James.
All right, so it was James Neal to Nashville, just in case you wanted to get filled in on the details. What was going back the other way? I didn't get all the. I was too busy worrying about you. Well, are you interested in being drafted by the Toronto Maple Leafs more than that right now? Hey, listen. Before we leave you, you have a lot in common with your dad, except for one thing: the hair. I think we have video evidence of this. Is this the most striking difference between you and your father? Look at that flow, and then you had to get it from your mom's side, or what?
I hope I still keep it from my mom so it doesn't go away. So, hope to keep it.
Listen, congratulations. Dave Nonis, you look like you had a long discussion there at the table. In the end, what was was the difference that made you select William?
Well, we had a couple of people that we were very interested in taking. He was at the top of the list. It's funny, William was with us this morning for about an hour, and when he was leaving, I said, "You look great in blue and white, and if you're there, we're taking you." We talked to a few teams of moving down, but if he was there, we were going to pick him. We were pretty fortunate he was there for us.
ETA for him being in the Toronto Maple Leafs lineup from your end?
You know, I think it's pretty difficult for an 18-year-old to crack the lineup in any team, but he'll be given an opportunity to come in and play next year. If he's good enough and he has a good enough summer, then I wouldn't be shocked if he's playing in Toronto next season. If he needs more time, then we'll take our time.
Well, listen, congratulations. Thanks for your patience while Gord and the boys broke that deal. William Nylander, drafted by the Toronto Maple Leafs. Winnipeg Jets are on their